Well, good morning. Periodically on Dr. Ron Reflects, I talk about some other subjects. When I was gainfully employed, I had both a podcast and a blog, and I kind of stopped both of them when I retired 3.5 years ago. I wrote a lot and did some podcasts about retirement. So I thought as I'm entering year 3.5, even though I had jobs probably for half of that, I'd give you a little bit of a synopsis, maybe 4 quick things that I've discovered being retired. One of those things that has happened is we retired to a community we did not live in. And this rule of thumb has proven to be true. It takes about 3 years to make relationships through the church or neighborhood organizations that we have joined, or Suzanne has particularly joined. We've really made a lot of wonderful friends. We've started a small group with our church in our home. But here's some other things. One thing that I've discovered is preparation for retirement is like a marathon. You have to put a little bit of money away. You have to kind of think about, where's my family? Where do I want to live? What do I want to do? All of those sorts of things. And so the preparation can take decades and years to get ready to retire. But what I've discovered is when you retire, it is no longer a marathon, it is a sprint. We are fighting the slow leakage of time. So if there are things you want to do, you need to do them now. I just did the Camino de Santiago this last year. I have arthritis in my knees, and I said to the doctor, do I need to maybe wait 6 months or a year? He indicated to me that at my age, waiting is not the advantage it was in your youth. So if there are things you want to do in retirement, remember it's not a marathon. You don't maybe have 10, 15, 20, 30 years. There's something you want to do, you better do it now. The other thing that I've discovered is you better answer this question before you retire. Who are you without a title or a position? Especially men in my generation, I'm sure it's true of others. You're pretty well identified with what you do, but I've had to find out, who am I when I'm just Ron, just a neighbor, just a friend, a husband, a son? Who am I? And a lot of people struggle because they just feel like they've lost their way because they no longer have a title or a position. The third thing I discovered is the greatest thing we as retirees can do is decide to be a blessing wherever we are. Don't be a complainer. Don't tell about how we did it in yesteryear in the good old days. Decide to be a blessing. And if you're one of those that still feels like you need a job, here's my retirement job. I have made myself the Executive Vice President of Encouragement, Inc., and seek to encourage people wherever I go.